Welcome back to Superstars. Today we are currently in progress in this match between John Bradshaw Layfield, the #1 contender for the United States Championship, and the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. JBL has had the upper hand throughout the commercial break, and these two men have remained on the outside, but Sheamus with a German suplex on the outside. Very little padding on this outside, hurts a lot more than the ring. We're up to a 6 count now. JBL goes in and breaks the count, but Sheamus wants to get back in that ring and fight anyway. JBL with a big left knocking him down. No, but here comes Sheamus back with some big lefts and rights. JBL with a punch of his own to try to halt that momentum. Now Sheamus throwing JBL back inside the ring. JBL rolls outside the ring, but Sheamus gets back in it. Sheamus now exits the ring. Looks like JBL is trying to coax him out of the ring, and maybe for this, just smashing his face on our announce table. And a big boot there. JBL continuing to taunt these fans, saying how the time has almost come when he will win the United States Championship, of course, referring to No Forgiveness this Sunday, where he will dispose of an illegal immigrant, Alberto Del Rio, and how tonight he will dispose of an illegal immigrant, Sheamus. Going for the cover now. 1. No. Kick out. And that's something that a lot of people are frustrated with when they face Sheamus, is that he is so resilient. You'll wear him down, not really hit any signature finishing moves, but you'll just wear him down for a couple minutes and he'll kick out at 1. He sure does know how to fight. Now looking for a suplex here. Looks like that will connect. Suplex incoming and it connects. JBL, though, right when Sheamus builds some momentum, gets outside the ring. Now runs back inside the ring when Sheamus goes outside. And just spearing him through the ring ropes, it looks like. Almost like a spear-like maneuver. Now JBL's taunting. Sheamus runs at him, but JBL counters with a right. And another one. And a third one. Sheamus now with the arm. Trying to wear down that arm, trying to make that clothesline that he likes to hit as a finisher less effective. And a chop. Sheamus now. Powerbomb. But again, Sheamus builds some momentum and JBL rolls outside the ring. JBL looking to come off the apron. That's very uncharacteristic-like, and it didn't work. But it might have distracted Sheamus more than anything, as now JBL rolls him outside the ring and now hammering away on his face. Just throwing his face into the ground. Going for the cover now. 1, 2, no, a kick out. JBL hitting his signature neck breaker there. Going for the cover again. 1, 2. No, Sheamus kicks out at 2.5. And now JBL looking for that powerbomb to finish Sheamus off, and that's over. JBL hits his signature powerbomb. 1, 2. And Sheamus kicked out of the powerbomb. Sheamus kicked out of JBL's powerbomb. That big powerbomb JBL hits. Sheamus kicked out of it. Now he's building momentum. Backbreaker. JBL kicks out. And now Sheamus with the high cross. Sheamus with the high cross. Now dragging JBL to the center of the ring. Maybe giving him some time to recover. 1, 2. No, JBL kicks out. JBL kicks out of the high cross now. In the clothesline. Both men hitting their lesser finishers, the powerbomb and the high cross, not the ones they're known for, like the clothesline and the bro kick. And they kick out. But with the clothesline, JBL is able to hit his signature move. And JBL gets the victory. See, just hitting that clothesline from seemingly out of nowhere. So JBL builds momentum for no forgiveness. Will he truly take America back as he claims that he will do and defeat Alberto Del Rio? We'll see. But that's going to be a great match between JBL and Del Rio. And Sheamus and Wade Barrett too. Some great action. We still have some more great action though. Looks like the Shield cutting their promo with the homemade camera. One of the first times we've heard the Shield speak on the show, to be honest. And saying that Dean Ambrose saying, "You think it's funny to assault a man 2-on-1," referring to last week when the Primetime Players and Dolph Ziggler outsmarted the Shield, where I believe, it was Darren Young versus Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins, the other one was at ringside, and we were all wondering, well, where's Titus O'Neil, where's Dolph Ziggler to even up the odds for the match? Well, the Shield would win the match, but after we saw that Dolph Ziggler and Titus O'Neil beat down Dean Ambrose backstage, outsmarting the Shield last week. Looks like the odds are all evened up right now, as we will have Roman Reigns with Dean Ambrose in his corner versus Titus O'Neil with Darren Young in his corner. So, of course, all three of these men going to be in matches against each other at No Forgiveness. Roman Reigns will go one-on-one with the show-off Dolph Ziggler, and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose will defend the tag team championships against the Primetime Players Titus O'Neil and Darren Young. So here we go. The crowd is hyped for the Battle of the Big Men. And here we go. The two big men of the Shield. Titus immediately starting out with a shoulder block and a side Russian leg sweep by O'Neil. Titus with a back suplex. Now Titus just hammering away. Titus controlling this match early on. And O'Neil with an Oklahoma slam. Dean Ambrose. It looks like Dean Ambrose is entering the ring. And there goes Darren Young. Looks like he quickly gets out though. Tension's riding high here. Titus O'Neil now still dominating this match early. A reverse backbreaker. And Dean Ambrose is over there trying to do something to Titus. Titus is dominating though with slam. I don't think Roman Reigns has got to move in inchwise. And a big elbow to the face. And Dean Ambrose with a hot shot. And that gives Roman Reigns the advantage now. Ambrose playing a little sneaky. And here comes Reigns. But O'Neil reverses it again. O'Neil's been on top of his game with Reigns. Now Reigns with a block. Howard flips him into the corner. And a big forearm to the back. And a side Russian leg sweep. Reigns now picking up O'Neal. It looks like Young and Ambrose are battling on the outside as well. And a big left by Ambrose, and now it's almost like a fatal four-way. Float over DVDT on the outside, and O'Neal working on Reigns on the inside. So primetime players taking advantage of the Shield both inside and outside of the ring. Brawling continuing. And Ambrose with a big right hand, and Roman Reigns with a nice wrestling move there, and now all of a sudden the Shield take advantage on the inside and the outside. They're just battling on the outside and on the inside as well. But on the outside it's non-sanctioned. What's going to happen here? They're still battling on the outside. But now Ambrose enters the ring, going after O'Neal. And Young does as well, and here we go. This match is getting thrown out, folks. A fight's going to be on our hands now. Reigns and Ambrose are the Shield and the primetime players, going after each other. Wait, and I'm heard, yes, Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler, the other two men on the outside in this rivalry, are going in on backstage. Rollins and Ziggler are fighting backstage now. And back inside the ring, you can see the action. They've been splitting up, and Young, it looks like the primetime players are taking advantage. Roman Reigns, though, with a big forearm. And as you see here, Ziggler and Rollins now still continuing to battle it out. And Ziggler with a kick to the gut. Rollins, oh, and a super kick by Dolph Ziggler. And Ziggler with a big uppercut. And now he's on that car. Wait, what's this? He slams the car hood on him, and that knocked Rollins out. But a spear by Roman Reigns on Titus O'Neil. And a spear to Darren Young. And in backstage, Dolph Ziggler got the upper hand on Seth Rollins. But here in the ring, where it matters, the Shield dominate. Roman Reigns dominates, spearing the primetime players. But Roman Reigns isn't going to be in that tag team title match. So we'll see how they can do against Ambrose and Rollins. But I'd be scared if I was Dolph Ziggler after seeing that. Join us in part 3, folks, coming up next.